started my self-improvement journey a little over a year ago, and in that time, built an impressive physique, started a YouTube channel. My mental health has gone heaps up, and I've had some realizations. The biggest one being that I'm pretty alone on this journey. Everyone I've talked to about self-improvement does one of two things: criticizes me, or gives the classic, "That's great," response. I've never once talked to someone about self-improvement and they've responded with, "No way, I do the same thing." A few weeks ago, I was talking with a couple of my buddies, right? And the big conversation of the universe came up. We all pretty much agreed that in the grand scheme of things, nothing really mattered. And one of my buddies said something along the lines of, "That's why I choose to just have fun." He's told me about his philosophy before, and he doesn't value progress very much. He more values living life to have fun. And usually I don't have a response to his philosophy, but this time it kind of clicked. I do self-improvement because even though nothing technically matters, I'm still here and my human instinct still exists. You can claim to live life to have fun all you want, really, but does that stop you from being depressed and all that comes with it? And, that's not very fun. Why not make progress and become the best human specimen ever? But that brings me to my next realization. A man convinced against his will is a man of the same opinion still. As much as I talked about my habits and how much it helped me, it doesn't really matter, does it? I could back it up with as much scientific evidence I want, even conduct my own little studies on my ball sack, but it wouldn't change a thing because that's just not how self-improvement works. You can tell someone all the habits, how much good it's done for you, but it's up to them to want to help themselves. In other words, you can't save anybody. But if you really do want to get your friends on self-improvement, I've got a little trick. And that trick is one of my friends started lifting in the past few months. And to be frank, I was really excited for obvious reasons. Not too long ago, we were in the car and he told me something. He told me the reason he started lifting was because he saw me making progress. He didn't start lifting because I told him it was great and it helped me so much. He started lifting because he saw me making changes and he wanted some of that. If you want your friends on self-improvement, focus on yourself. Make progress. And frankly, it isn't always going to work. Some people are just too hooked on that instant gratification to even give improvement a second thought. But let me tell you, actually making improvements to your body, to your business, whatever, and it's showing, is exponentially more effective in getting your friends on self-improvement than just telling them, "Oh yeah, meditation is great." And the idea of show don't tell brings me into another realization of mine. A pretty morbid realization, but a realization at that. Typically, adults don't believe in you. Maybe it's just my parents, because I don't know anyone on self-improvement, but I think they just think I lift. I've told them about my YouTube channel and whatever, and they kind of just see it as a fun little hobby I'm wasting my time on. They don't understand my perspective or care to understand my perspective, and they don't and probably never will be on self-improvement, so it kind of makes sense why they don't understand my perspective. I've explained in decent detail my plans for YouTube and plans for life, really, and they think it's ridiculous. And they give me the best advice ever. Take a guess. Go to college, get a stable job, and move out. And how does this relate with show don't tell? Because I don't think my parents exactly like their lives. They followed the good old script of working hard and getting a stable job. I'm not going to get deep in my family life here or anything, but I hope you can understand what I mean. It baffles me how most adults don't like their lives, yet they still give us the same advice. And frankly, this advice would be spectacular if I was passionate about some college career, but I'm not. And I've explained that. I'm passionate about becoming financially free, not financially stable. Two very different things. But at the same time, it serves as motivation. Anyhow, the main reason I really wanted to create this video was to get this message across. Sometimes it's better to be alone than it is to surround yourself with people who will take you down. If your friends are truly bottom of the barrel people, they wake up at 2 p.m., they go on TikTok right away, they take a couple puffs of their vape, and then they have the audacity to criticize you for improving yourself, then they aren't your friends. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around, so you better choose wisely. And to be honest, it's an extremely daunting idea to be alone, like not having any friends. I'm not even saying that. You shouldn't isolate yourself completely. But don't be friends with people just for the sake of being friends with people. At my age, 16, I'm still in high school. School kind of sucks for self-improvement in that sense. Because you're around all these people who are pretty dissimilar to you in habits and lifestyle. And you have 2 choices. Be friends with them or be some like lone wolf quiet kid in the corner of the English room. And it's a pretty obvious choice for most people, right? But when you think deep into it, being friends with people just to be friends with people, for the pleasure of being friends with people, is just instant gratification. If you can get some of your friends on self-improvement, it'll 100% benefit you and your journey as well. Being surrounded with like-minded people who are trying to grow like you will only benefit you. To sum up my advice, focus on yourself for a period of time. And once your friends start to notice your progress, and they will, don't preach to them. Don't be like, yeah, you guys should lift too. None of that. Just keep making progress. Now, if one of your friends comes up to you and asks you about self-improvement, or some habit, or something, right? Tell them about it. This little formula is your best bet in getting your friends on self-improvement. And once again, if your friends are bottom of the barrel people, don't waste your time hanging out with them. If you want to talk to me on Discord or something, I got it in the description. I plan on making a Discord server pretty soon. You know, to get all of us little Abrian watchers in one area so we can circle jerk or something. If you want to learn something specific or have some idea, please comment it. And if you have your own little philosophy, keep it to your goddamn self. No, I'm kidding. Comment that too. I'll catch you on the flip side.